Oh, oh my gosh, are we live? Oh, goodness. Hi, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of a Thought number 1160. I thought I wasn't live yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, obviously, I'm only halfway prepared. Words and Wisdom Wednesday, and here's Fira helping me. She's my assistant. She's sitting on my chair warming it up for me. And we're going to talk about we live with Words and Wisdom Wednesday. It is the, what is it? It is the 6th of March today. Whose birthday is it? I can't remember. Many years ago, I've known people who had birthdays on March 4th, March 6th, March 13th, 12th, 16th. Oh gosh, 25th, 25th. Lots of people's birthdays. Anyway, so I guess we're just gonna ow, fuck. Sorry. Start today. That was her claws in my thigh. That was her claws in my thigh. Sorry. This is definitely an R-rated video. So today I wanted to talk about two things, and then I completely something happened. I think the magnetic field in this room or my computer is acting up. I really want to win that laptop. I want to win that laptop. I manifest that laptop. I want to manifest that laptop. I need another laptop to include with my lives as well, because there's one I connect to the screen, as you can see, and there's one I want to use to be able to refer to off screen while I'm on my live show. And today is obviously just going to be a little bit of wisdom from somebody who's late chronically. I'm chronically late. I was chronically late when I was growing up, and now I am trying to be early every time. However, whenever I look at the time, it's like 5:12 instead of 5:10. I want to do 5:10, 5:10, 5:10, California time. What's so hard about that? I don't know. I don't know. So, um, we have cats. We have fender benders. I don't have a fender bender, but I want to talk about what to do in the face of rage. Road rage, anything. When you are in the face of rage, in my humble opinion, IMHO, freeze. Freeze. Freeze your mind to the mood. Freeze. Arrest yourself. Freeze. And don't proceed until you know you won't regret it. I've been listening to a lot of videos lately, and there's this one man who's a neurologist, neurobiologist, and a professor of neurobiology and optometry at Stanford University named Andrew Huberman. I swear I've met him someplace before. I swear I've met him someplace before. I saw him on the TV and I said, I know him. How do I know him? I don't know, but I know him. And so I've been hooked. I've been listening and watching his podcasts for in the background. Like that's that's how come it was like this. Well, it was supposed to be a bigger screen. It's supposed to say Words and Wisdom Wednesday right there. And here it was going to say We Live with Isms. And I was going to continue on with last week's We Live with Isms chat, because we do live with isms. Isms are not necessarily a bad thing. For example, the same word I used last time, which is Catholicism, it is a thing. Isms are things. Isms are things. Um, there is, like, we think of the word sexism, and that is a feature of making the term of sex become important in ways we don't expect. I'll put it that way. Um, Fanaticism is the act of losing sight of your goal just as you are redoubling your efforts. In other words, redoubling your efforts in the sight of losing sight of your goal. That is a quote from somebody in a book titled 3,500 Quotes for Good Speakers. 3,500 Good Quotes for Speakers, and it was compiled by Gerald Lieberman. He didn't have the internet. What he had was washing machines, his house, his refrigerator, his tables, his kitchen, his dining table. And he had little scraps of paper all over, and his wife had to tolerate that. Scraps of paper with all these quotes on them everywhere, and he categorized them. I wish I had it right here. I have my bookcase, but I think the book itself may be in a box. Um, it's a yellow book, and if you go get it, you will be able to write a speech for any topic, and you'll be able to put a quote at the beginning of your speech. For example, the one about a country could lose its liberties in a day and not miss them for a century. Those are so true. That was by a French, de Montaigne something, French philosopher. And anyway, so when you want to write something, use a good reference book. Books, young people these days, if you pay attention, books were a thing. Books were a thing. I don't have a book right here except for on the floor. I can't reach the floor. Here's a book. I have a book right here. Excuse me while I reach over and get a book. Okay, this is a rules handbook by Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships, and it's fully autographed. I love these authors. Anyway, so it's a book, and you will find reference books like this one are so useful when you're writing a speech, because when you are traveling, like I'm going to be traveling in a little couple of weeks, you will be able to carry this book around with you and work on it. You can do it without even sitting down and writing. I know people use their iPads now, but we used to use pen and paper, and and the ancient Chinese used a calligraphy brush. They used a calligraphy brush, and I think they had to take a piece of paper, they had to hold it like this, and they had to hold it vertically, and they had to do calligraphy. My grandfather would have been an expert at it. He was an expert at it. And then the ink traveled to Iran. The ink traveled to the quill, and people started using fountain pens, and the ink started coming out. And then they invented the ballpoint pen. Now, the ballpoint pen has been very versatile, and you can write on anything. You can buy pens that work on anything. You can order them. You can go to stationery websites and look for little gadgets you would never expect people to be using with paper. When you write a speech, use a pen, because like I've said before, and how other people have repeated after me, well, I've said it, and I don't know how many other people said it at the same time, but I remember coming up with it when I was 12. You take the pen and you write with it, and your thoughts go all the way down to the pointer finger of your hand, your dexterous hand. Dexter means right. Sinister means left. That's all it means in Latin. Sinister means left, left-handed, left-handed. Sorry, not left, it means left-handed. Dexterous, dexter meant right-handed. Right, dexter meant right. Anyway, so when you're writing something, do that. When you're in the face of rage, freeze. And it may not hurt to take a pen when you're in the fit of rage. Take the pen, take the paper, and do like that if you have to. But write down what you're mad about. And maybe even just 2 words. Just 2 words. More than 1 word, but 2 words. Like, Janet sucks. Yeah, That's my space for the day. Sorry, Janet, all the Janets out there. Oh, sorry. So, Words and Wisdom Wednesday. I came up with a few items. I hope you had fun. I want you to have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow on a rules day. That would be the rules handbook. The rules handbook with Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider. And I'm sorry about this half-assed thing today. Sorry about the language today. Today's language was not very good, but I hope the tidbits were okay. Okay. Old Kinderhook!